floating 6 inches above the crown. A golden fireball, 6 inches above the crown. Focus the awareness and the attention all within this ball. In fact, bring the entire spectrum of your consciousness into this golden ball. Everything. All the places that hurt. All the places that feel like they're wanting for more. All the places that feel not enough. All the places that feel annoyed, perturbed, frustrated. All of the places into this golden star ball above the crown. Feel into the reason why you came today, and then be open to creating a new intention, no matter why you came. Connect with the heart space and ask the heart to speak to the third eye. Ask the heart what it wants. And without needing to know what the heart is saying, without needing to eavesdrop on what the heart wants or how the heart feels, allow this telepathic telekinesis experience of connection between the heart and the third eye, allowing no other beings to hear, including yourself, getting your mind out of the way. Say to your heart, what is it that you want? I want whatever you want. I want whatever you want. Without needing to know what it is, without needing to take a stance of what do I need to do in order to get what you want? No. This is a form of expression, connection to the divine, a deep cosmic asking. Get out of the way and let your heart speak. Feel what it feels like in the physical body to surrender to the heart, to give such sovereignty to the heart. No matter what it looks like, even if there's resistance, even if there feels sadness, honoring what the heart feels and what the heart wants. Repeat once again, I want what you want. I want what you want. Put both hands on the heart. Feel the energy of the hand underneath the top hand. Feel the energy of receiving love from the top hand. And open yourself to receiving this love. Now put your consciousness into the top hand, the giver of the love. Focus on giving the love to the bottom hand, and all of that love flowing through to the heart. Switch it again, be the receiver, focus on the receiving end. No matter what you believe you're deserving, no matter how much resistance is in your body from this receiving, no matter what your mind is telling you you have to do in order to receive this love, just receive. It's okay that I feel the way that I feel and that I want what I want. I honor whatever it is that I want, whatever it is that I feel. And I command that fill in the blank with whatever you're wanting consciously be shown to me today. Perhaps it's clarity. Perhaps it's love. For the highest and best good and in the highest and best way. Now imagine the thing that brings you the most joy in life. The thing that you cannot think differently about. So don't make it a partner. Don't make it an adult human. Make it a baby or a puppy or nature, a waterfall, a river. What brings you joy every time? And they literally can do no wrong. Think of that thing. It could be a niece, a nephew. Think of that unconditional love that you have for that person, that animal, that form of nature. How it can do no wrong. It could cry all night long and you'd still love it. Now bring this energy into the physical body, into the physical cells, and into the fragments of the energetic being. Come back into the physical body, wiggling the toes and the fingers, smelling what you can smell in the room, picking out 3 different sounds that you can hear. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes to half mass, take in the environment of the room. I'm going to say a prayer to the Creator and call the angels in. When the angels come in, they usually say, "Why are you wanting to be with us?" And they'll either have a message for the group or they'll call on an individual. This is your chance to ask any question that's on your heart. And of course, the angels will read what it is that's on your heart anyway. Creator of all things, thank you so much for your light. Thank you for your love. Thank you for this opportunity to be so in tune with what is necessary versus how I think things need to go. Thank you for this openness to receive that which I have called in. Thank you for everything that we are. Creator, I command to be connected to the angels that are of the highest vibration, that are in alignment with the Creator's vibration, that are in alignment with the true self, who and what we really are, and have always ever been and will always ever be, for the highest and best good of all beings, and in the highest and best way. Thank you, Creator. It is done. It is done. It is done.
Why are you wanting to be with us? Why are you wanting to be with us? You are all asking us so many questions. Even those of you who are not raising your hands. Each of you are asking us so many questions, and we are loving every single one. There is no question that is wrong. There is no way you can not receive your answer. You are what we are. You are what we are. You are everything. We are wanting to speak with Carla. Carla. We are wanting to speak with Carla. Carla Christina.
Thank you. My question is about a recent diagnosis of dis-ease, and I am working to find which path to walk to deal with this. Can you help me?
Yes, we are always where you are. You are what we are. You are all things. You are all things. You are all things. There is nothing to fear. You are all things. You are all things. There is nothing to fear. Where you are is where you are wanting to be. Never, ever, 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 ever have you been forced into your current situation. Ever. Take that away from your consideration. You are not being punished. It is feeling like a punishment. We understand. But it is not anything from anyone outside of what you are. So you are wondering, why am I wanting to punish myself? You are not wanting to punish yourself. No. You are not wanting to punish yourself. No one is wanting to punish you. You are celebrating. Every time your soul is celebrating your experience, no matter what that looks like. Why is my soul celebrating when I feel so bad? That was Rachel clearing her throat. Why is my soul celebrating when I am feeling so sick? Because your soul understands that you are not sick. Your soul understands that you are not ever sick. You are wanting us to give you more specific advice. We will. But it is important for you to first understand that you are not sick. We will help you to feel better. We will help you to help yourself heal your body and your mind. First, why don't you tell us how you felt when you were given this diagnosis?
I do.
What was the main feeling?
Anger.
Yes. Yes. There is more. What else?
Pissed off, which is more anger.
Rage.
I wasn't allowed to feel, so I buried everything.
Yes.
Or I didn't allow myself to feel. So
right.
I buried.
It is your best interest to feel this rage. The depth of it, especially when it feels scary. Down to the where you would consider hell. Because this is your physical expression of where you are vibrating, what you are feeling. This is your physical expression of that. In reality, each of you who are facing a physical perceived obstacle, each of you are wanting to know the same. Think of the feeling that you felt when you first felt the pain in your body, when you first felt the diagnosis, when you first felt the fear of this will never end. That is how some of you are feeling about life right now. We are going to get playful at some point, but we are wanting to be serious for those of you who are needing us to be serious in order to hear what we have to say. Some of you are not wanting to be here. And so your feeling is, the sooner I get out of here, the better. When is this going to end? And so you are manifesting this physicality of your body. And you are feeling the same way about that. When is this going to end? What else in your life are you thinking that same thing? When is this going to end? This disruption with my partner? This problem with my money? This feeling in my body? When is this going to end? So many of you have this feeling. All of you have this feeling on some level. When is this going to end and when is this going to begin? So what is there to do? There is to feel into that feeling. Everyone can do it with us. You can feel into the feeling of when is this going to end? Feel into the feeling so much that you can see a parameter around the feeling itself. You can see it as its own entity. It is its own entity. It is an identity within your mind. It has taken on its own life, this feeling of when is this going to end? See it as its own identity. And then you can repeat after us. I release that I am someone who is the energy of when is this going to end. See it release from your crown like a spiral into the ethos, into the cosmos, and dissipate, transforming into pure energy, pure potentiality. I create the possibility that I am someone who is here because I am wanting to be here. Ooh, that's a big one. I create the possibility that I am someone who is here because I am wanting to be here. And I know what that feels like. Some of you don't. And so when you say you know what that feels like, you are downloading a blueprint. You are connected to all things because you are all things. The blueprint exists always for you. I am someone who wants to be here, and I know what that feels like. And here is especially for you, Miss Carla Cristina. You are asking us so many questions. We are wanting to share with you that this is not temporary. That is what you are thinking. You are thinking that it is not temporary. So, what are you going to do about it? You can change your mind. I release that this feeling is not temporary. I create the possibility that this is a moment in my experience, and that's it. And I know what that feels like. And I'm open to dancing with the doctors, dancing with my husband, dancing with myself in front of the mirror and loving my body. I'm open to dancing with destiny, dancing with all things that come my way in the knowingness that they too shall pass. Every one of you is asking a similar question. When will this happen? When will this stop happening? When will this happen? When will this stop happening? Everything changes, yes? And yet you are always the same. You are always the same. Expanding? Okay. But the core of who you are, same. Divine. Steadfast. Unchanging. Every time. Why don't you ask us what you are wanting to ask us? It will not affect everything. You are not needing it to. It will not affect everything. You are not needing it to. It will not affect everything. You are not needing it to. But you are wanting it to. You are wanting to have an excuse to just be with yourself. You are wanting to have an excuse to just be with you. That is okay. We are loving you. We have always loved you. We will always love you. Whenever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are, wherever you are. You are what we are. You are all things. You are all things. There is nothing to fear. We are loving you. We've always loved you. We will always love you. We are wanting to speak with Jetta. 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 Why are you wanting to be with us? Whenever you are, wherever you are what we are. We know what you are feeling. You are the only one who wants to not know. But it is important for you to know. It is important for you to know what you are not wanting to know. Because this is a lot of resistance in your body. Go ahead and find out. It is not behooving you to not find out. Some of you are asking this same question. So go get the test. Go ask the question. Go face someone you are wanting to face, especially if you are not wanting to know the answer. Because your resistance is not behooving you. It is okay, whatever it is, whenever you are, wherever you are. Jada, you are what we are. You are all things. There is nothing outside of you that you are needing to fear. And yet you are fearing everything. There is nothing to fear. Connect with us, everyone, right now. Connect with our energy. in that you are creating, that you are all things, that you are everything. Connect with us in this way. That you are each of you, that you are us. Make yourself even bigger, bigger. That you are everyone in your neighborhood. That you are the trees, the mountains, the rivers. That you are the city in which you live. That you are the region in which you live. That you are the continent in which you live. Bigger, bigger, bigger still. That you are the world in which you live. All of the nature, all of the beasts, all of the animals, all of the fungi, all of the particles. That you are the galaxy in which you experience your life. Bigger still. That you are all of the galaxies, that you are the entire universe and beyond. Bigger still. There is nothing against any of you. Nothing. No one. No one is against you. No one is against you. No one wants you to be in pain. No one wants you to do what you are not wanting to do. No one. So why am I feeling this way? That is a good question. Because you are suffering the illusion that you are not wanting what you think you are wanting. That you are not where you are wanting to be. You are suffering everything. Everything is suffering. Even the good things anymore. We are asking each of you to isolate this energy of suffering. See it as its own entity. See where you are suffering in your experience and isolate the energy. See a parameter around the energy in your mind's eye. See it as its own identity. It is not who you are. It is not who you are. Separated from who you see yourself as. And repeat after us. I release that I am someone who suffers every time for everything. I release that I am the energy of suffering to myself. I release that I am the energy of suffering to myself, and that is the only way I know how to perceive me. It's through the filter of someone who suffers. I give up being right about that. You can repeat, I give up being right about that. Now, we are wanting you to release any trauma. You can repeat after us. I release every aspect of trauma in suffering. Feel it being released from your body, from your nervous system. Feel it pulled through the crown, into the ethers, transforming into pure potentiality, as if it never existed because it wasn't real. Some of you are feeling fear around, who am I if I am not someone who suffers? Who am I if living this life is not a burden? Who am I then? Who would I be? Well, that is up to you to create. What are you wanting life to be like? What are you wanting life to be like? Even if you can't imagine it, call the image in, each of you. and repeat after us. I realize that I have all the power to experience life exactly how I want it to be, no matter what happens. That I can feel alive and free even when I'm doing my homework. That I can feel alive and free even when I'm putting diapers on my child. That I can feel alive and free even when I'm paying my bills or paying child support. That I can feel alive and free even when the doctors tell me that I'm going to die. We are wanting to challenge you to feel alive and free no matter what. Because that's what you are. And you will always ever be, and you have always ever been. We are loving you. We have always loved you. We will always love you. Wherever you are, whenever you are, wherever you are, where we are is where you are. We are wanting to speak with Vernisha. Vernisha, why are you wanting to be with us?
Wanting to be with you for the love, for the joy, for knowing my purpose.
Every part of you is wanting to be with us. We can feel you. You are so beautiful. Yes, we always say this. We know, but it is the truth. Each of you is so beautiful. And the more that you believe that everyone is beautiful, the more that you will feel beautiful yourself. The more that you see everyone as beautiful, even those who walk the streets, even those with deformities, or those who are having mental health issues, even those with whom you are angry. The more you see everyone as beautiful, the more you will see yourself as beautiful. Every time you are with yourself, Vernisha, you are with us. There is nothing outside of you that is needing you to be more. Listen to us. There is nothing outside of you that is needing you to be more. Not your family. No. Not your person who is coaching you. Not anyone. Not the Creator. Not us. Not anyone. No one is needing you to be more. No one is needing you to be more. No one is needing you to be more. No one is asking you to be any more. No one. No. 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 It is okay to be who you are, exactly where you are. Your happiness is not in your evolution. Your happiness has always existed. Your peace has always existed. Every time. You are what we are. You are an angel. Everyone knows it. So why do angels get so sad? That's a good question. Why do angels who are where you are get so sad. You are each asking this question, and yet the answer is different for each of you. Isn't that interesting? Each of you have decided that you are going to be sad about certain things, that certain things will make you sad. Some of you, it has to do with relationship, some with money, some with your health. You won't let anything else make you sad except for this one thing, and you are calling it in and welcoming it to make you sad. And yet who you are is neither sad or happy. The core of who you are is not explainable with words, is not explainable with emotion. The closest emotion to who you are is peace. Not needing to be anything other than what you are. You are everything, Pranisha. Feel what we are saying. You are all things. You are all things. You are everything. 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 Yes, even that. 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 Stop hiding your feelings. Stop hiding who you are. You are so passionate, so loved, so cherished, so honored, so joyful. And yet you are hiding who you are. Who you are is none of these things. Who you are cannot be described. Who you are is a presence. It has no words. Yes. Yes. You are all things. We are loving you. We have always loved you. We will always love you. We are wanting you to continue to do everything you are doing, and because it is fun, without needing to be more, just because it's fun. You're really good at having fun. And we are happy to be where you are, whenever you are, wherever you are, even if you're not. Keep doing everything you're doing in the spirit of joy, in the spirit of knowing that even if you didn't, even if you stopped, this is for everyone. Even if you stopped, even if you stopped healing your body, even if you stopped meditating, even if you stopped going to school, even if you stopped your marriage, even if you stopped having this back and forth with someone who is frustrating you, everything would still work out the way you were wanting it to if you let it all go first. Wait for the moment that it feels right to move forward, and then everything will go. Woo! feeling when timing is just perfect. Sometimes it means waiting for 1 second, and then it feels right. That is all we are needing to say to you. You are all things. You are all things. You are everything. All things. We are loving you. We've always loved you. We will always love you. We are wanting to speak with Jason. Jason. Jason.
Well, I'm wanting to be with you today. Many of my questions have been answered already. However, I'm wanting to know, how may I best create a space of healing with my daughters? My heart feels broken, and I've recently also received a diagnosis. I'm close to receiving a diagnosis around an issue with heart pain and irregular heartbeats and things. So, how may I best create healing with my girls who are not wanting to be in communication?
We are asking you to be a little bit less pragmatic about it. We know that Rachel likes to give you advice about simple things that you can do, but we are wanting you to be a little bit less responsive and a little bit more receiving. You are really, 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 really amazing at holding what you call space for your daughters, and yet you are not receiving their truth. You are resisting their truth. Once you receive their truth and honor it, they will feel. And you will feel all the better because of your honoring their truth. You have had the intention of doing this, but you have not, in its full and completeness of all of the energy that exists, done so. Does that make sense? It is not a matter of having to accept that it is your truth. We are not asking you to accept that it's your truth. We are wanting you to feel into the possibility that that is their truth in totality and accept it, honor it, and love them anyway, without needing to change their mind. That is the missing piece, because you are willing to accept how they feel as long as how they feel changes. You are willing to accept how you feel as long as how you feel changes. But total acceptance every time is a result as you being willing to accept that feeling forever. We are also speaking to Carla Christina. Accept what it is you are resisting forever in your mind. You are not creating what you are not wanting. Don't worry about that. You are in the process of releasing your resistance. Accept that when your girls are where they are, they may not ever change. Of course, it's not the truth, but in order to move forward, it needs to be thought in that way. Would you still love them? You can answer our question. Would you still love them even if they felt the same way forever?
Yes.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Your love is unconditional. You do not need them to change. That's it. It's okay for you to want them to change. But you holding the energy of them not needing to change is real love in your terms. You are in charge, and they will feel it. And when they are ready, they will respond. Your body is responding to your heartbreak. You already know this. Your body is responding to every part of you that is dying inside. Rachel is sad for you. She's very sad. But it is not reality. It is not reality for you. You are not really dying. None of you are. And when it is time for your body to deteriorate, you can celebrate. Because it is exciting to come home. It is exciting, and there is no shame. There is no shame in the body deteriorating. No shame. Are you blaming your grandparents for getting older? Or are you honoring them? There is no shame. The shame only comes from your mind. But no, Jason, it is not your time. You will be okay. Each of you will. Carla, Christina, you are everything. You are just needing to change your mind about a few things. Why don't each of you who are asking us this same question repeat after us? I release that it is my time to go. I release that every time my body aches or does something different or shows different signs or even warrants a test that is different, that means that it is my time to go. I release that it is wrong to feel that it is my time to go. I release that it is wrong to go. None of you are really going anywhere. That is the funny part. None of you are going anywhere. But we understand. Your heart will feel better soon. We are going to ask you to listen to this recording again and do the same exercise that we had Carla Christina do with her feelings. There are more for you to discover. The feeling that you have around discovering what the diagnosis is the same feeling that you have around discovering how your daughters feel. Does that make sense?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with you. From our perspective, there is nothing wrong with you. We understand from your perspective, you think there is. The more you are willing to see from our perspective, the more joyful your experience will be. You are not flawed, Jason. You are not flawed. You are not flawed. You are not flawed. There is nothing wrong with who you are. You are not flawed. Your girls are not flawed. They are not at all. They are not flawed. They are not. We are loving you. We have always loved you. We have always loved you. We will speak to each of you after our session. Each of you are connecting with us whenever you are, wherever you are. We are where you are. We are wanting to speak with Jenny. 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 Jenny.
Hi.
Hi. Why are you wanting to be with us, Jenny?
I'm wanting to be with you today because I'm having resistance in my relationship with my beloved. And this is what's happening. I believe I'm nothing. I see him as everything. Then I feel hate. And then the pain of that hate inside gets so strong that I project it in subtle ways onto him, either in my head or verbally. He's innocent. It happened this morning. I feel defeated, and this keeps coming around and around and around where I just feel hate, but I don't hate him. That's it. I feel that he's going to, I feel he takes up so much space, and I just feel like I'm invisible when I'm in his presence, even if I'm just in the house with him. That's it.
That is how you feel.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly the sounds I make when it gets to be too much. Like I'm trying to push something out of my body, and it's so fucking strong that I want to tear something apart, like out of me.
Yes, and that is what you are needing to do.
And it scares him when I get my emotions too big that way.
No.
And I'm, yeah.
No. It scares you. You would not be able to feel his fear if you were not feeling the same.
Okay.
It is not wrong for you to feel your emotions. You already know this. It is not wrong for you to feel hate. Listen to us, all of you, because you have been taught to not hate someone. In reality, you cannot hate, but you can feel hate. In reality, you cannot love, but you can feel love. And in reality, you are that which you are. You have been given this full spectrum of emotions as a human to experience yourself in so many different lights and so many different ways. And yet, when you are not feeling the exact vibration of what you feel is love, for some of you, you feel love as something very attached and necessary to keep the same. And that's how love occurs to you. For some of you, love is freedom. For some of you, love is change. For some of you, love is support. Everyone experiences love in a different way. But all of you have experienced feelings of hating something or someone. And it's okay. It's not who you are. You can hate anything you want. In reality, only parts of you are hating that thing, or rather experiencing the feeling of hate. Say it with us, Jen. It's okay for me to hate.
Okay for me to hate.
There are parts of me that hate my fiance.
There are parts of me that hate my fiance.
And these parts that hate my fiance
These parts that hate my fiance
are the same parts that hate those parts inside me.
are the parts that hate those same parts inside of me.
I
Is that
hate
what
them.
hates me?
Jen, just stay in the energy of hate for a minute. Repeat after us. I hate them.
I hate them.
I hate these parts.
I hate these parts.
Ah!
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 I hate these parts.
I hate these parts.
Oh!
Mm.
Ah! Now, we are wanting you to laugh at yourself. See yourself as someone who is always grunting and screaming. See yourself as someone who is always releasing energy out your mouth. Who turns around and thinks it's someone you think it is, and it's not. It's Barack Obama. And the first thing you do is ah! But why is it not okay for you to do that to Barack? That is the question. And why is it okay for you to do it to yourself? You are thinking it is making Barack uncomfortable, and yet you are not acknowledging that it is making you uncomfortable. It is not wrong to grunt and scream. It is not. Rachel does it all the time. In her sleep. We are not asking you to change, Jen. But we are wanting you to understand what you are feeling. There are so many parts of each of you. We are speaking to everyone. There are so many parts of each of you. There is not just the one part. There are 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts, 5 parts, 6 parts, infinite parts that can feel all of every possible way. And when we move forward in your experience, when you move forward in thinking that this part of me needs to be right and do things the way I've always done them, without consideration of all the other parts of you that don't feel comfortable, it can feel depleting. It can feel self-sabotaging. It can feel violating to yourself. You understand. So how do you transmute this energy? You can just say what you feel. Just say it, Jen. Say, there are parts of me that really feel like they hate you, even though the greater part of me knows that I am incapable of such. Acknowledge what you're feeling. The only reason why he is upset with you is because he is not being included. Does that make sense? And yet he knows he is the cause, or at least you believe that he is. So why not include him? Is it possible that you are the one that is not seeing him?
Yeah. I'm afraid to show my full emotions to him because he thinks I'm too much. I'm sorry, not sorry that that's what I believe right now. He proved that. He's proven that before, so I keep it inside because I'm too much when I'm emotional.
Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong with you feeling that you are too much. Okay, Jen. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm keeping myself on the screen on purpose. I really want to just stop my video right now, but I'm not gonna.
Yes, we understand why. Just be with fully and completely who you are. No one on this call is asking you to stop. There are many men who are holding space for you. And women. And they will not ask you to stop. And in the same way, Jen, you are being called to not ask your partner to stop the way he feels about the way you feel. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Let him feel whatever he feels about the way you feel. And don't make it mean if you feel hate towards someone that you are a bad person or that you don't really love them. That's not what it means at all. Just acknowledge the pain, not needing to know where it comes from. And acknowledge that it is, even indirectly, but ultimately directed towards yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Acknowledge it and feel it on both sides, both as the person who hates those parts of you, as well as the person who is feeling hated by those parts of you.
Mm.
That is the missing link.
Mm. That sank in. That got in.
It feels so hurtful, doesn't it, to be hated by yourself?
Yeah.
That's what you are needing to feel. We are loving you. We have always loved you. We will always love you. Wherever you are is wherever we are. You are where we are. We are loving you.
Thank you.
Yes, we are loving you. We are wanting to speak with Bill. Bill, we are wanting to speak with Bill. Why are you wanting to be with us, Bill? It is not for you to decide. You're always feeling like you are needing to decide for everyone. It is not for you to decide. Not even for you to decide for yourself at this time. Take the pressure from you. Take the pressure off. All you are needing to do is allow yourself to be guided. Every time, allow yourself to be guided. You will make a decision when the time is right. And yes, it is important when the time is right, but never to be forced. Some of you, like Rachel, like to create chaos in your environment in order to force a decision or force your own hand, because you know the way that the universe is working for you is that when you do make a decision or when your hand is forced, that energy moves. And sometimes when that happens, it is a very, 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 very uncomfortable movement of energy. Very uncomfortable. And yet you are willing to make yourself uncomfortable in order to get out of this experience of stagnant energy. You are willing to jump the gun, if you will, in order to escape what you feel is confinement. Because you see it as solitary confinement. You see it as permanent confinement. And so you push your partner. You pick a fight with them. You pay for something that you know you can't afford to put yourself in the red, to force your hand at getting more work. We can go on and on and on and on. Someone is listening to us in the future who is from Chicago and also from Chicago right now. Stop asking the same questions. If you are getting the same answers and not liking the same answers, ask different questions. Ask a different question. We are wanting to challenge each of you in this moment to ask a different question. What does that question look like? What does that question look like? And if the decision does not feel like it is to be made right now, because it doesn't feel exactly right, you are being asked to wait and or to create a third option, a fourth option, a fifth option, limitless options, thinking outside of your box in your mind. Do this exercise with us. This is for you, Bill, and also for everyone. Chris. Think of something that is an experience of something you are resisting. Think of how you feel about that experience. How you feel trapped by that experience. How you feel like you have no choice but to experience that experience. Honor your feelings. Honor that you feel that you have no choice. Honor that you have a lot of evidence to prove that you have no choice. Honor that you've never experienced anything that would give you a choice outside of this choice. And now shift with us. Imagine you are the center of 360 degrees, each degree facing you in a different projection of your reality. Imagine you are facing 360 degrees right now. And as you look out beyond 10, 15, 20 years, The projection is based on where you are at right now. And 359 degrees of this circle has built-in evidence that shit has gone wrong and that you are trapped and that there's no way out. And even if there were a way out, it would have to be really hard and take a long time and feeling of a lot of pain. And is it fucking worth it? But then you look to your right. You see degree 1, the only degree left in your circle that has no evidence that shit has gone completely wrong and will continue to go completely wrong, and that this will last forever and you will not have any other options unless it means hurting yourself or someone else. Shift right now. Literally shift your body into the next degree. It is free and clear, full of radiant sunshine, light energy, where there is no evidence of the past, nor evidence of the future, nor evidence from other lifetimes, ancestors. Only the feeling of pure potentiality. Shift into this energy that everything is possible. Shift into this 0.3%, if you will, possibility that it can be easy, that it can feel good, that it can feel right to me, and that it can be the best for everyone. Don't think of the specifics. Don't get down to the details. Just feel into the energy of pure potentiality, pure possibility. Feel any ceilings or doors or walls or even floors rise up and dissipate as you find yourself floating free. Free in the cosmos. Free to choose anything. And every part of who you are, which is everything, will reorchestrate from top to bottom in order that this new energy show up in your experience. Will it show up tomorrow? Maybe not. But can it? If you stay here in this energy, it can. Will it show up the next day? If you stay here in this energy, no matter how much evidence the other 359 degrees have shown you, if you're willing to stay in this 1 degree of energy, it will show up. The solution, a way that is easy, flow, peaceful, feels right, is the best for you, is the best for everyone. But you are needing to unwrap yourself from your own chains. You are needing to awaken yourself from your own sleep. Stop telling yourself that you are trapped. Stop telling yourself that you are limited. Stop telling yourself that you are not absolutely, even with family, even with a husband, even with daughters, even with a partner, even with your job, even with what's going on in your body, even if you have no money whatsoever, even if you have a mountain of debt, keep shifting every time into that 0.03% possibility that everything will be okay. It is only your willingness that has been lacking. It is only your willingness that has ever been in the way. Because the way is always presented. The way, the light, the truth, all of that which you are exists within and will always exist where you are. Every time. Where you are is where you are wanting to be. Just change your mind about how it feels or how it needs to feel, and you will see your future reflecting your willingness to change your mind right now. We are loving you. We have always loved you. We will always love you. We will speak to each of you when we are off the phone. If you are wanting to ask another question, you can ask us when you're with us. You can meditate. You can write with your hands without thought. See what your hands are writing. You can ask us for signs. You can ask us for anything. We are loving to play with you in this way. There is nothing wrong with any part of you. We are loving you. We have always loved you. We will always love you. Wherever you are is where we are. Whenever you are, wherever you are. Hi, loves. Thank you so much. If you would like to stay on, feel free to stay on. Afterwards, if you would like to get a sneak peek about what a subscription is about for the Angel Dialogues. And we're going to have a closing prayer in the meantime. And we're going to just call in the collective energy. But for now, just a quick check-in with you. Who felt a shift in their energy? You could just nod your head. Who felt a new concept that you have heard before but hadn't thought about in this way or integrated differently? Go ahead and nod your head. Who felt a lot of shit coming up for you? Who felt like, I'm resisting this? Who felt resistance to some of what was being said? It makes so much sense. And in my practice, when we feel resistance to something, it is a message that there's part of us that believes that ourselves. In other words, let's say in the political context, if I felt resistance to someone throwing trash on the ground, and I felt like that was wrong. There's a part of me that believes that's okay on the subconscious level, not on the conscious level. So feel back when you listen to the recording and write those things down. Specifically notate, where did I feel the most resistance? And those are the energies to be felt in, to be honored, to acknowledge, and then to release. Does anybody have any questions before we do the closing prayer? No? Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being present. And I love you so much. You're amazing. What an incredible space that was held today. So many beautiful people. Mwah. Creator of all things, thank you so much for your light. Thank you for your support in the shifting of this energy. Thank you for your support in our acceptance of this looking different every time, of our experience of life looking different every time. That this too shall pass, that this too shall change. Thank you for the awareness that we are everything. Thank you for the awareness that even rooted at times in pain or hatred, even rooted at times in sickness and unwellness, even rooted at times in heartbreak and shame, that even so, there are parts of us that want to be free, and those parts of us are rooted in the parts of us that are. Creator, command the possibility that
each of the questions that are pending by each of the participants that are still here, as well as those that will listen in the future, be answered fully and completely, that they be given clear signs on where and what feels right, who and what feels right, that they be given clear guidance, that they be given resources in order to move forward with whatever it is that they're wanting, that they be given clear knowledge, clear wisdom, and that in the knowingness that this is right, they understand that every part of the universe is here to support me. And if it doesn't feel this choice is fully supported, then that's not the choice. Creator, I command that each of these participants in the past, present, and future be completely blessed with the energy of alchemization, with the energy of homeostasis, with the energy of neutralization, balance in the physical body fully and completely, the alchemy of the body return to its homeostasis, that the alchemy of the energetic field, the auric field around the physical body returned to homeostasis. Creator, I command that this be so, and that this be completely felt, and that each person here today and beyond feel intuitively that everything is balanced out, that they feel the energies balancing 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 out for the highest and best good of all beings and in the highest and best way. Thank you, Creator. It is done, it is done, it is done. All right, my friends, just 2 minutes. Here we go. Let's rub our hands together. Really, really, really hard so that you get this friction, like super, super warm friction. Harder, harder, harder. So it feels like it's almost on fire. Ooh. And when you feel like it's fire and like it's too much and it's too hot, going to put it over the third eye, not quite touching, feeling that energy exchange between the third eye and the palms. Now bring it over the nose, the mouth, feeling the heat still coming off the hands. Feeling the continued alchemization of the physical body and the energies. Now over the throat. I am the source. I am the source of all that is. And I give myself whatever it is I'm calling in. Bring it over the heart. Feel this exchange of energy. And feel your willingness, your renewed willingness to step into an experience of life that you've always wanted, regardless of circumstances and regardless of the signs that you're seeing around you. Feel into your willingness to step into a different experience. Yes. Whew. Shake out your hands. Shake out your body. Inhale up. Exhale down. Get that grounding energy again. 2 more. Get the earth. Bring it up. Last time. Go down and grab that earth. Grab even more of it. Get deeper. Get into the nutrients. Bring it up. And feel that resistance in the water on the way down. Feel the support of the water. Yes. I love you so, so, so much. Thank you for being here. I'm going to unmute your lines.